Hi, my name is Maitri and I will be presenting my proposed emergency response for overcrowded living due to cyclones and bushfires in Maningrida. I would also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today. I pay my respects to the elders past, present, and the Aboriginal elders of other communities who may be here today. Maningrida is located on the sea level at the northern edge of the Arnhem Land. Its placement on the coastline creates various overcrowding problems. Many families are forced to live in tents, extremely crowded homes, or share limited housing due to shortage of available dwellings. Community. The Kunibiji people are the traditional owners of the land where Maningrida is located. People here place a high value on extended family relationships and communal living. Culture. Maningrida is one of the most linguistically diverse communities in the world, with over 12 distinct languages spoken among a population of just a few thousand people. They place high value on extended family relationships and communal living. Strong ties to the land and place are central to identity and community cohesion. In Assessment 1, my group and I focused on overcrowded living due to natural disasters such as cyclones and bushfires. The region of Maningrida mainly has two seasons, the wet monsoon season and the dry season. These seasonal patterns, along with its tropical climate, coastal location, and historical evidence, makes the region prone to cyclones. Maningrida is also at risk of bushfires. Its dry season conditions and vegetation, which include savanna woodlands and grasslands, increase the risk of bushfires in the region. These disasters displace residents and lead to overcrowded living conditions. I have identified 9 major problems that the residents face during the occurrence of these disasters. They are damage to infrastructure and housing, economic impacts, displacement and homelessness, psychological toll, disruption of essential services, environmental impacts, challenges in disaster response and recovery, cultural impacts, and increased vulnerability. Using the disaster management cycle framework, I aim to create a solution that can meet the needs of the people of Maningrida. My initial ideation started with looking at graphic design, but the research pointed me towards the issue of displacement of people, which led me to continue and include a textile design solution. Hence, my chosen problem direction is displacement and homelessness caused by cyclones and bushfires in Maningrida. Along with the disaster management cycle framework, I will be looking at the yarning methodology, co-design methodology, and the deep listening methodology. I will be specifically using them for capacity building in the preparation phase of the disaster management cycle framework. Listed here are some of the risks faced by displaced families after the disaster has occurred. They are separation of people from support networks, increased risk of mental health issues, potential exposure to unsafe or culturally inappropriate temporary housing, disconnect to people from their lands, cultural practices, and community support, increasing trauma, risk of family separation during evacuations or relocation, and vulnerability to exploitation or discrimination in unfamiliar settings. Looking at the risks, I decided to take inspiration from two outdoor products, the Drifter waxed canvas poncho and the Bivy poncho. I looked at aspects such as multifunctionality, material selection, water resistance, design versatility, and waterproof pockets which would fit the needs of the people of Maningrida well. After further research and development, these were the key factors that I thought would best make sense. They are culturally acceptable appropriate designs, multifunctional design, sustainable and locally sourced use of materials, ease of use and durability. Here, I have experimented with various forms, materials, and packaging ideas before coming up with my final solution. The final design in English is called Maningrida Unity Poncho. It is created keeping in mind the social and cultural design factors. These designs are created with community leaders, clan groups, and artists from Japinka Aboriginal Art Group using co-design methodology. This reversible design with dual color gives them the choice of proudly carrying their identity or concealing it in face of risk by reversing the poncho for safeguarding and protection. Prints will be used for identification of people, to keep family and clan groups together after disaster occurs, and to facilitate efficient resource distribution. The 6 figures on the right are design options created in collaboration with featuring local artists. Through deep deep listening and yarning circles, the most appropriate design idea can be chosen by the communities. The final poncho design is made up of canvas and wax coating for water repellency. The inner layer is made up of kangaroo fur for warmth and comfort. The jacket has an integrated pouch where the entire poncho can be folded and tucked into. This is called the grab and go feature that is crucial for emergencies. Additional features include a waterproof zipper pouch to store essential documentation and first aid, and an additional eucalyptus oil or clay coating for fire protection. This framework in action slide visually represents how all the design solution steps will come together. It starts with capacity building using the three methodologies to make sure all voices are heard and communities are represented in a respectful manner. In the pre-impact phase, the poncho will be distributed to families. Educational material can also be created to prepare the communities for emergency situations. In the emergency stage, the poncho will help keep family and clan groups together after disaster, facilitate efficient resource distribution, and provide weather protection and temporary shelter. In the restoration phase, yarning can once again be used to gather community insights and feedback on the garment effectiveness. In the reconstruction phase, the designs can be improved for the future, while the existing garment can be repurposed and recycled. Your local employment opportunities are also created for communities. While my initial design for the Maningrida Unity Poncho aimed to address the immediate challenges of displacement and homelessness, the co-design process and deep listening methodology revealed its potential to tackle a broader spectrum of interconnected issues. This journey has demonstrated the power of collaborative, culturally sensitive design in creating holistic solutions that address not just symptoms but root causes of community challenges. I believe that the poncho has evolved from a simple shelter concept to a multifaceted tool for community resilience and empowerment. Thank you.